young man.
Let's see.
Titanic's grand staircase was an improvement on Olympic's, and now Britannic's staircase surely improves on Titanic. Now, let's see if we can't spot any differences.
Right. Alright. We can move. Okay, we got movement. Graphics. They look like shit. That's probably why they look like shit. So let's go cinematic. Epic. Let's... Ooh, cinematic. 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 Epic. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second for it to catch up. It's a little sluggish. It's having issues here and there. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not as fluid as I would like. It's choppy. There are glitches. You can see, like when I turn a corner, it's like the walls are having trouble keeping up. You can see through the ship. So I want to fix that because I don't like that. It makes me feel like the game's gonna break. So I'm just gonna drop all these cinematics down to epic. I think the reason why is because I'm recording the game. Let's see if that's still happening. It's... Ooh. Oh, look at that. I can see right through the ship. It's moving a lot better, though. Okay, maybe it's not. Alright, we're gonna have to do a little more. We're gonna have to do some touch-up work. So what about shadows? We just bring down to high. Smoothing doesn't have to be perfect. Post-processing, I want that to be good. Effects. What effects? Oh, probably water effects and stuff like that. Foliage, vegetation. Like plants and stuff, yeah, that doesn't have to be high. View distance. I mean, view distance, I'm good with it. Level smoothing at a distance. That can go to high. Let's try that. I will say it's moving much more fluid. Much more fluid. That clipping thing is still happening. It's still happening. I bet you if I get close enough to this wall, it's gonna try breaking. Oh yeah, I can. That left corner I can see right through the ship. How about over here? Is it bad over here too? It's like when you get right at the corner. Oh yeah, that upper right hand corner. It's clipping right through. Oh, yeah, there we go. I can even see straight through downstairs. Okay. Well, we'll pretend we didn't see that. Okay. So this is the grand staircase. We're going to come down. There's that beautiful ceiling that we saw on Titanic, and it still has an honor and glory crowning time. I think all the White Star Line ships.
That's loud. I don't like loud things.
Especially your voice, dude. My God. Alright. So, now in this one we do not have the run of the full ship. We have certain areas of the ship which I believe is only like 5 areas inside the ship that we can walk around in. They won't let me go in there. Okay. I know there are a couple doors you can open, but I don't remember where they are. Like, my layout of this...
Cabins are quite a priority for them on this ship. I've seen most first-class cabins getting enlarged, while the White Star is squeezing additional ones in wherever they can.
Sounds about right. Whereas Titanic, I basically grew up with pictures of the Titanic and all that stuff. I was really into Titanic when I was a kid. And a lot of people are going to think, oh, it's because you saw that movie. Which, you know, when I was a kid, that was a cool movie. It really was. It was cool to actually see a movie that looked... Oh, look at that. We're not even at sea. Oh, I bet you when I do the sinking, it'll be at sea.
I understand every one of these cabins forward have direct access to their own washrooms. That's quite an advancement from previous ships, even from Titanic. Even from my own flat. Since things hit a crescendo and rapid diminuendo with Claire, I've had to share latrines with that greasy Mr. Tundry and his band of urchins. I will not put up with their privy pinches any longer.
Robin, chill. It's okay. Nothing's quite that bad, my dude. B-deck. They'll probably let me go through these doors, right? Ah, is it the
White
purser's
Star
office?
Line is really outdoing themselves with regards to passenger service. In addition to the inquiry office on the deck below, passengers have what appears to be their very own post office right here on B-deck.
I thought there was a way I could actually get in there. Oh, there is. Isn't there? Really? They won't let me go into the purser's office? Man, what good's having the run of the ship if I can't... Well, I technically don't have the run of the ship, but do I? Is that thing preventing me from going down?
They've already begun preparing to dismantle the passenger accommodations. Won't be long now until this ship is bare steel and lit a ceiling.
Oh, okay. Now it's going to load another part of the ship. Georgian suite.
A Georgian-style suite.
Georgian.
The style named after the kings of the House of Hanover, a time when Britain was ruled by a German dynasty.
Though smaller than the deluxe parlor or regal suite, the Georgian suite on C deck still commands one of the highest ticket prices on the ship. I can imagine. I mean, this is just a sitting room. I can imagine putting up my laptop here. Let me get rid of that for a second. Imagine sitting here instead of having scones. I'm sitting here, maybe have a fire there, right there in the fireplace, and playing like World of Warcraft or something. I know they didn't have that back in the day, but still, I'm thinking along the lines like if they built like a ship like this today. I'm sure you could do that on any other cruise line anyway. And is that another boat over there? Or is that, oh, that's factories. Does this go anywhere? Nope. But even so, I mean, they got two beds here. Could definitely fall asleep if not there, then there. Although I'm a tall guy, I'm 6'3". So I think if I lay down there, my ankles would probably be hanging off the bed. So I don't know how cool that would be. But yeah, this is just the sitting room. Plus they got another room over here to sleep in. I bet you through here is probably like a bathroom or something. Or maybe through here. That's sweet, pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet suite. It's a pretty sweet suite. So if I go through here, do I end up going back? When I see a screen like this, I get nervous because a screen like this is like it's trying to load the next area, and that's usually when it says, no, and then the whole game crashes and bad news. But I think I have my frame rate down. No, game crashed. Okay, let's see if I can get this back up and running. In getting us
Good
back
young
up
man.
and we did the 4 grand staircase and the Georgian suite. We'll save the exterior for after. So let's try going to the Regal suite next. Okay, we're back in again. And this is the Regal suite.
This Regal suite is to be the grandest cabin on the ship.
All right.
It's a travesty that the war effort requires it to be gutted tomorrow.
Gutted. Oh, yeah, because it's going to be the hospital ship. Okay, well, we're not going to have to deal with shitty graphics. There we go. That's not bad. We're moving along swimmingly. You can see a lot of... I can actually see the pictures in here. Were these pictures really on the Regal Suite? I was reading that. The Regal Suite took the place of the Starboard Deluxe Parlor Suite seen on Olympic and Titanic, though the originally designed Deluxe Parlor Suite remained on the port side. This would have been one of the most expensive cabins on the ship. Is that the same picture I saw over here? It is. That one was over here, was it not? Yes, it was. Okay. These are new.
This would be a much better fireplace if it were wood burning. Nothing beats a firm log of birch to really heat you up on those cold Seattle nights.
The sitting room was spacious enough to entertain moderate-sized private parties. In-cabin dining and tea service was also offered by the steward staff. Did I say steward or steward? Steward. Okay, I said it right. I think I said steward. I said whatever I saw. Did I see it right? That's clipping again. That's nice. Oh, there's a sink right in the bedroom. Oh, sweet. Now this is a nice sitting room.
They really truncated it from what it was originally on the other 2 liners.
Yeah. I wonder what's through there. The Regal Suite's private promenade was shrunk down to allow for additional bedroom space. The remaining promenade space was made to feel more like a veranda or conservatory. Ooh. One of the 2 bedrooms within the Regal Suite, the decoration and style of this bedroom was to be overseen by A. Heaton and Company of London. And I was just in here. Read that. Okay, I read everything in there. Does this really need a window? And then...
Not now, Robin.
Back.
Business before pleasure.
White Star Line. It's got a sink and a little seat in here. Is that a seat or is that like a dumbwaiter or something? I think it's a fold-up seat. I think it's just a seat. And the bog. Okay, go to RMS Grand Staircase by touching this door. Do we dare touch it? Do we think we're done looking around in here? I mean, something could easily lie on that thing and sleep. So you can easily sleep like 4 people right here, and maybe even someone on the floor. So it's a nice room. I can't zoom into that to see what that is. I can't zoom into that to see what that is. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here to see. Where does this door go? I can't cheat clip it, so I guess it goes nowhere. So, yeah. So it looks like, oh, a private pantry for the suite's occupants, though it would still primarily be used for their servants or stewards. So that's what this is. What's through here? Probably like a cupboard. Oh, pantry. Duh. That makes sense. Okay. It's a sweet suite. I already made that joke. Okay. So we're going to go to see if this is going to break the game again. So tour.
To it, young man.
He is helpful. He is helpful. Now we're going to go to the swimming bath. We got swimming bath and boiler room 6. So let's go ahead and do that.
What an upgrade from Titanic and Olympic. Look at the marble panels and the gilded torch lamps. A real step up, something to really compete with those marvelous German liners. Oh, I hope no one heard me compliment the Hun.
Okay. So graphics. Do that. Alright. Give it a second for everything to catch up.
Not going any farther today.
This doorway will lead to the rest of the Turkish bath. Oh, they won't let me go there. Okay. Well, I still would like to see it. I still would like to see it. Come on, game. I spent good money on you, and you won't even let me see the sights. Okay. We're going to check out the pool.
Ah, there's just something about a saltwater plunge that really stains my new suit.
After the underwhelming reaction to Olympic and Titanic's pool, Britannic's pool is more elaborately decorated and gives the feel of a Roman or medieval bathhouse. I mean, I like they got the changing rooms here. Did they really need to put a box in here? Whatever, it's their game. They're entitled to do what they want with it. I'm going to get rid of the box, and I think we can actually go in the water in this one. We can. So this is what it's like to swim in a pool on a ship that's surrounded by water. I think in the whole time that you're actually on a ship, this is the only time you want to be in water. It definitely looks beautiful. I mean, just the light fixtures. I mean, that definitely looks like a torch. And it's very ornamental. It's beautiful. And the marble. Marble looks like marble. I mean, I don't know what to say about marble. One thing I will say about the marble... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, you know, textures in video games, they have a way of repeating a certain pattern. Like if you got marble slats, all marble slats will be the same one, just copy and paste it across. And I was going to say this doesn't look that way, but like looking at this screen here, I'm going to ignore the fact that the one in the middle looks like it's two halves kind of pasted together, because they all kind of look that way. But the thing is, it's like the one on the left mirrors the one on the right. So it's like where this notch goes like this, it goes like this on the other side. So they're mirrored. And I bet you they do that throughout the whole thing. I can't really tell much through here, but Which I'm not going to complain. It's just it's a to have them all be unique and different. I wonder if that's just yeah, like those two panels are definitely the same panel, just copy and pasted. Actually, all three of those are the same panel, copy and pasted. I don't know. It made just too much, so much work and so much time to do it. And I know it sounds like I'm shitting all over the thing, and I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna try opening this up, and I'm gonna turn the graphics down to shit again. Back, and we're going to tour the ship. Oh, we can do it like this? Okay. Let's jump right into the bath here of what it looks like when it was a hospital ship. I wish I was doing this the whole time.
I'm glad to see the pool is still being used. The Britannic deserves some joy in these dark years.
Okay, I want the graphics. Due to Britannic's double bottom being raised, the casing extends up to the pool area. The outer walkway that was present on both Titanic and Olympic was removed to accommodate this. Looks like they got blue curtains here now, and now the changing stalls, it looks like they've been emptied of their benches and whatnot, and they just have like wooden chairs just placed in there. While the decor of Britannic's pool room was not installed during her fateful crossing, the pool itself was functional. Stewardesses recollected swimming in it shortly before the disaster. I mean, this wasn't
Maybe
used.
I can get some laps in before the ship departs for Lemnos.
I kind of figured this would be used for like water therapy or something. I don't know, they wouldn't even let me go in here. What are these for? Oh, these are showers now? That's a good idea. So only 2 of them were showers? They don't have any more showers? Who knows? I guess. Let's see. I may have to close it down and reopen it again. But I want to go Grand Staircase as RMS. I know we've already been there. I want to see if the loading was just because it wouldn't have messed up that time, would it? Okay, so I know what I got to do now.
Titanic's Grand Staircase was an improvement on Olympic's, and now Britannic's staircase surely improves on Titanic. Now, let's see if we can't spot any differences.
Yeah, the graphics are shit quality, and that's fine, because we were already here and we explored it as it was.
That's loud. I don't like loud things.
So, just to refresh your course, this is what this looks like now. We are going to jump into the hospital ship Grand Staircase while the graphics are down to potato. Naples, Italy.
They've gutted it. The pipe organ, the beautiful wood paneling, the questionable blue flooring. The one comfort is that it's being kept safe from the Hun's brutish fist.
Alright. Just wait for everything to load up. There we go. There's so many things in here that it's just taking time to load everything in. Touch this door to enter the exterior. I don't want to do that yet, so I'm going to try to be careful. The former gymnasium. Oh, was I able to go to the gymnasium before? The former gymnasium may have been converted to a leisure space for army officers. does it say? Though most of the ship's White Star Line fittings were removed for safekeeping during the war, the oak banisters remain in place. So I'm wondering if I don't really know a lot about this ship. What I know of it came from a TV movie that came out in 2000, just 2000. And any spaces on the ship not in use for personal quarters or ward space were usually devoted to storage. The only thing I really knew about it before I saw that movie was it was a hospital ship. It used to be a luxury liner, and it got converted into a hospital ship. And then it hit a mine in the water. And then the ship sank. And that was basically all I knew about it until I saw that movie. And it's like, wow, there was a lot more going on than I thought. So naturally, I kind of got a book out of the library, read the book, and just I couldn't even remember what the book was called. It was something like I think it was something called like Mark of Disaster, The Tale of the Britannic, or something like that. I mean, I knew of other ships like the Atlantic. I knew how that one came to pass, or how that one sank. There was a few other ones. One of my favorite stories is guessing over the Mary Celeste. Anyway, Britannic's pipe organ was removed during her wartime service, which is why it survives today. The casing, however, was still plainly visible. Oh yeah, my initial question was, I know all these things were removed, either and bunks for wounded soldiers were crammed in wherever possible, allowing HMHS Britannic to fit a few thousand wounded. I thought the thing was, after the war, it was going to get converted back from a hospital ship back to a luxury liner again. So basically all those things were taken off the ship. For the most part, though not entirely, a deck and above was off limits to wounded soldiers. There is a famous photo of 3 nurses standing in front of a notice just like this one on the wall, though the photo was taken in the aft grand staircase. Nice. Oh, I can't go down here? Okay. I imagine the lifts were still operable. Because of the basic design of this section of the ship, these passengers' corridors remained relatively unchanged in Britannic's conversion to hospital ship. But yeah, I'm sure much of this looks about the same. It's just the staircase is very different. It's like I have to do here to do whatever, but if you remember what the Georgian suite, I don't know why I'm trying to pronounce that I, but Georgian suite.
We're an extra deck down from the Regal suite. I wonder who'd be occupying this cabin. Wounded officers, RAMC, perhaps the nurse matron, or Mr. Robin Darcy.
Sorry, Robin. Probably not you. Alright, back in business. You can... If you could, okay, press T to toggle info boxes. You're an info box, are you not? You're supposed to toggle, are you not? There we go. What was the sitting room is now used as a cabin for 2 servicemen. Okay. So it's like they really took out a lot. This cabin would likely be occupied by officers of the Royal Army Medical Corps or nurses in the Voluntary Aid Detachment. While the paneling and decor are stripped, much of the White Star Line first-class furniture from some of the more basic cabins remain in use. Which is the Regal Suite.
It's frankly a wonder to see how such a palace and triumph of appointment could be so rapidly turned over into an efficient medical facility supporting the greatest war we've ever known.
I mean, I get why, but to have a ship go from something so luxurious and then have it just be stripped down to this... It's like a shell of what it used to be. And then it was never restored to the way it was before. It ended up just getting blown up and sinking. Or hit by a water mine. Or actually, it hit a water mine. The line was just sitting there and the thing just went... You know. Hit by a freaking water mine. Actually, I think it was back more on the side of the ship that it hit. And then the whole thing just sank to the goddamn bottom. Rank does come with its privileges. This suite, though partially stripped, still retains some of its luxuries. It would likely have been occupied by officers of the Royal Army Medical Corps. RAMC. So I'm gonna get rid of you guys for now. I'm kind of cramping my... You see, and before I couldn't go in here.
Robin, now it's time for you to have some real fun.
Can I pick that up and shoot it? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. That would be fun. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's really stripped right the hell down. Right the hell down. It's not. It doesn't even look like it used to be. Is the little sinks in here still there? They got rid of the sink. I don't know why that hurts me so bad.
One could get lost in their own cabin on this ship.
I couldn't get lost in this cabin. Man. This is so sad. I will say though, this would make a nice apartment. Too bad it's gonna friggin' sink. What haven't we seen yet? We have not seen the exterior of the ship. I don't think we should go free cam yet. One thing that's really nice is you can go in free cam. Free cam, you can actually move over the water and away from the ship. And I got, before when I first downloaded this, I was able to get some nice shots of shots of the ship. Maybe I'll do that after. But let's go back to when it was RMS, and then we'll do just exterior during the day. 15th of May, 1919. Why not? We'll see what happens. We're going to end up turning it back down anyway. It's outside. Let's let it look stunning. Can this go on cinematic? No. Epic is as high as that can go. Same here. Alright. It's going to be a little sluggish, but I want to see this. I need to see this looking spectacular. It is a little sluggish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, I gotta wait for it to finish loading in. Wow. Fan trunk supplied air to fans for boiler room number 3. Oh, we haven't been to the boiler room yet, so that's something else we gotta do. This is the compass platform. The platform offered a high place centered on the ship from which readings could be taken to the compass, free from the heavy magnetic interference of the ship's steel. Oh. Fan trunk supplied air to fans for boiler room number 2. Thermotanks like this one supplied hot air to rooms by forcing air through the tubes heated by steam before sending it through the ventilation ducts. Oh, I can jump out here, right? I can jump out here. Can I jump into the water? I don't know why I want to test this. I'd probably end up breaking the game. The sets of Wayland davits you see on HMHS Britannic were not a feature of the ship as a passenger liner. With the exception of the 2 traditional davit sets, all lifeboats were to be stacked on platforms and serviced by gantry davits. This would have left the first-class promenades entirely free of clutter. I'm going to try to jump off the ship. I jump off the ship. Oh. Is there a way back up? I jumped off the ship. I didn't think it would let me jump off the ship. No, they won't let me go back up. I seriously doubt there's a way back up. Unless there's like a ladder or something. It's just stuck here. It's not moving. This is an interesting view of the ship, though. That's for sure. Boy, it's a long way, huh? Hope the propellers don't get me. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Britannic, Liverpool. Yeah. All right. So I think we gotta reload. That was cool, though. That was cool. I just, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh, there was a ladder, or there was a way down right here. The section of the boat deck was reserved for first class. Now I know how the other half lived. Haha. You can enter the forward grand staircase by touching this door. Forward first class entrance, also called the grand staircase. You could access decks as low as F deck from here. Notice passengers are not allowed forward of this. Oh, the gate opened though. I was going to try to jump over it. It was like, haha, fuck y'all. This section of the boat deck was reserved for officers. Ooh, I'm an officer. I'm an officer. Out of my way, I am an officer. Ooh. SS Britannic. Fans like these were used to ventilate. Yeah. Oh wait. Interior, they mostly exhausted stale air, but some deliver fresh air. Centrifugal fans driven by electric motors were inside the casings. Ooh, what a good word, centrifugal. Lift Machinery House contains machinery for 3 of Titanic's first-class elevators. While Titanic and Olympics only went up to A deck, Britannics went all the way to the boat deck. A 4th elevator for first class was installed midships. Ooh. Can I go to the bow? Actually, I think that's... Yeah, that's the bow. Can I get to the bow? I would love to go to the bow. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Well, I'm no longer showing you guys the game. I'm on a quest to make my inner self happy. My inner self. There's a ooh. Plans in the builder's model of Britannic rail liners indicate that sets of traditional davits were to be installed port and starboard to hold emergency cutters for deck equipment. Quick deployment. Gantry Devon Motor House. These structures contain the motors and reels for operating the girder arms and lowering the lifeboats. Can I? Oh. The wheelhouse? I need to go into the wheelhouse. That uber cool. Engine order telegraph. Docking telegraph. Emergency telegraph. Maneuvering telegraph, engine order telegraph. The navigating bridge. While this area was primarily used when near land, it did maintain the main telegraphs for sending engine orders and other commands. The helm here was connected to the wheelhouse via shafts and gears. Okay. I know Titanic had an bridge wing cab, a sheltered location extended slightly over the side of the ship to provide clearer views. Oh! I can see the bow. Polaris, a simplified compass used to find the ship's bearing. Alright. So that ladder takes me up, right? I can't use a ladder in this game. This section of the boat deck was reserved for the officers. I told y'all I'm an officer, so I'm allowed to be here. I'm a self-proclaimed officer. Lord Kelvin's sounding machine and spar located on the port and starboard sides. These devices were used to gauge the depths of the waters the ship was in. Alright, I'm about to jump. Can I jump over this? Oh. Maybe not, but... Oh. This is another. Man, there's got to be a way to get down there. There's got to be a way to get down there. Oh, maybe through there. Oh, you know what? Yes, that's how we do this. This is how we do it. This is how we do this. So, oh, it's got a day-night thing on here. I wasn't expecting that. Well, that kind of blows. I wanted to... Oh, I still can. I can still see the water. I wanted to run right out here and just take a look back. To me, that's a sight. This was one of the 3 main anchors on the Olympic-class ships. The center anchor was kept in this well and deployed using the anchor crane directly aft. This was a difficult process and was rarely done. I can't even see it because it's so dark outside. View exterior. It'll reset it so it'll be daytime again. And I'm just making a beeline. I'm holding down shift like it's gonna do anything. It's not. Shift doesn't do anything in this game. I still got the no passengers are allowed forward of this. Fuck you. Yeah, shift doesn't do anything. But there's the anchor. And I'm going to turn the graphics all the way up. There we go. That's what that anchor looks like in high definition, baby. High definition. Well, high definition to me, probably not to you guys, because to think I gotta render this in high definition, which will probably be fine, and then it's gotta be re-rendered up to YouTube, and that gets converted their format. It's a thing. Mooring bit used to secure ropes and other lines during docking and other operations. It's like they could go through and explain all this stuff. And some of these, if you want to read them, you can go ahead and pause the video and read them. Captain controls. What was that? What was that? What was that? Do I have to get closer to it to see it? There we go. Portable boxes and pedestal which contain a phone could be moved to other sockets on the deck when needed. And that one for capsules on this deck. You guys can pause that and read that if you want to. Basically, me, I just read what it read what the first word is. Oh, that's what this called. Okay, I know what that does because I'm aware of like nautical terms. Okay, well, not nautical terms, but you know what I mean. Third class passengers were only allowed on this portion of the forecastle deck after the were only allowed of the portion of the deck after the breakwater. Oh, after the breakwater. Okay. Sorry, my brain just didn't want to read that right. The rest was full of dangerous machinery and for crew only. Mooring bits. Do you know what mooring is? Like, have you ever heard of mooring cleats? Those are those things that go on walls like this and you can fasten like a rope to them. Or moor. Breakwater. Redirects water from washing further aft in rough seas. Nice, huh? I'm trying to find a good location for this. Quite honestly, I've been sitting in one spot for so long. The four-well deck was reserved for a third class. Really? So only third class could go here? Man, what kind of a view is that? I mean, I can look off the side of the ship. But, dude, I want to see... I want to just... What's stopping you from saying, hi? I know, officers willing to throw me in the brig. Gotcha. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn everything back down to potato. Because we're going to see what this looks like as a hospital ship. And the first thing I'm going to do... Oh. Did I go free cam? I did. I went free cam. Okay, well... So I'm in free cam. Is it... Oh! Oh, I can go under the boat. Oh, that's so creepy. Those propellers aren't even turned on. Nothing over here, nothing over here. I wanted to see this, though, because this thing... Was this over here before? I'm stuck. Okay. But, seriously, can I actually go in here? Can I actually go in here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm really curious now. I think I did accidentally hit free cam.
Now,
Right.
the real question is, how did I end up here? There I was in Naples, minding my own business, and I see a group of nurses disembark from a motor launch. And there, beyond the nurses, I see her, my girl, the Britannic. I'd toured her in Belfast before she was converted into a hospital. I had to see what the war did to her. I took the motor launch, bumped the pier a few times, and here I am. Now, question 2. Did I tie up the motor launch to the ship before I climbed the ladder?
Oh, so that's the boat in the water. Oh! Ow, so cool. Okay. But I'm gonna do this because I'm curious about something, man. I'll do the free roam stuff after. Before we're done, I will do that. But what I really want to do right now is jump ship. The answer, my dude, is no, you did not. But that means I can get on it. But I want to see if the free cam mode was screwing me up. There we go. There we go. They won't let me in. They won't let me in. Okay. So, okay, that answered my question. Yes, November 18th, we know.
Now, the real question is, how did I end up here? There I was in Naples, minding my own business, and I see a group of nurses disembark from a motor launch. And there, beyond the nurses, I see her, my girl, the Britannic.
Oh,
I toured her
parts of it are
in
rusting.
Belfast before she was converted into
Can't
a
you have a
hospital.
motor house? He's structured
I
to
had
contain the
to
motors
see
and reels for
what
operating
the
the girder
war did
arms
to
and
her.
lowering the lifeboats.
I took the motor launch, bumped the pier a few times, and here I am. Now,
Second-class
question
entrance.
2. Did I tie up the motor launch to the ship before I climbed the ladder?
No, you didn't, Robin. You are completely useless in everything you try to do, and you should be ashamed. Luckily for you, we're going to have you drawn and quartered, and we're going to make you walk the plank. Sorry, my bud.
Those new gantry davits really do loom over us, don't they?
They really do. I'm going all the way. I mean, we can see what it looks like. I mean, still uses a gym. Jim. I just want to. Oh, I'm going back to the. Oh, I wanted to go to the stern. My bad. Sorry. For some reason, I thought I was heading in the right direction, and you know what? There's probably a gaggle of you out there right now saying, "Brian, you're an idiot!" In which case, you would not be wrong. You would not be wrong. I am as dumb as they come. But we're gonna go all the way to the stern.
That's where the other motor launch should be. I believe that's the one they brought to the mainland with them, and I brought back.
Okay. It's like I could spend hours and hours upon hours upon hours going through different parts of this. There we go. Now. It still just says Britannic Liverpool. But we've got that green stripe and the red cross on it, which make it look cool. So, what we're going to do now, because we've basically done almost everything. We're going to go back. We're going to tour ship. We're going to go back to RMS. We are going to Boiler Room 6. I don't think the Boiler Room is going to change at all from RMS to the other, but we're going to find out. What did that say? Oh, up. Can I get you to...
I remember this vent above on the Titanic. I believe it was this vent that Officer Lightoller claimed he was pinned against as the ship went down. Frightful.
This doorway leads to Scotland Road, the main crew passage. Okay. So I guess from here on I'm kind of in familiar territory because I believe everything down here pretty much should be a lot like it was on Titanic. Although there's not a bucket of paint right there, it's a box. So I can't go down there. Ooh. Can you imagine how hot it must be down here? Coal chutes. Alright, so we kind of get a, preceding the Titanic disaster, the double bottom of Titanic was raised. Solid plating seen here is the inner part of the raised bottom. So they thought a little bit about what happened on Titanic and said, we can't let that happen again. But this is what this looks like, and we're going to do the same thing here. They don't have it listed. They don't have it listed. So apparently it didn't change at all. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to end the video with this, we're going to go to RMS, and we're going to go Nighttime Free Cam. Look at that. Oh, I need to see that in... What I'm going to do... Can I not go up anymore? Alright, well I'm going to... just like that because it's so beautiful. And I'm going to take a screenshot. And this screenshot is going to be the thumbnail for this episode. Because I think it's so beautiful. And just to see this shit. Why? Oh, okay. I kind of gotta be like a fish. I get it. But just to see all the lights. That's what makes stuff like this so beautiful. I hope in Titanic they let you do that. Just to get like a complete 360 around of the ship. Just see it so beautifully, and this being able to do stuff like this in a video game is just freaking magical. And especially at night with all the lights turned on. Do you imagine starting a movie this way? One of the games started that way, I think. Yeah, Adventure Out of Time started that way. You went right into a cabin window. But anyway, that's where this is going to end. This is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I want to thank you so much for joining me in on this. I think if you want to see some more, I might do a video of the real-time syncing. It takes, I think, if I remember right, it takes about an hour for the syncing to happen. But you can actually be on the deck of the ship the whole time it's sinking. And I don't remember if you see the lifeboats going in the water. I think you do. I think you see that. I think you see a little bit of the carnage of what the propeller does to some of the boats too. Of course, I don't think there's any people in that one, so I don't think you really have to worry about anything graphic. But oh my god, this is just freaking amazing. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Goodbye.